compared to all the other marine animals, I would say whale sharks are the ones that really give me the feeling of being tiny.
This isn't your typical conservation story. This is the true story of how conservationists in the Yucatán Peninsula of Mexico came together to find a way to bridge the gap between fishing, tourism, and the economy, while giving the world a glimpse into the life of the largest fish in the sea, the whale shark. Jose Patron has been both diving alongside the whale sharks and working in conservation for almost 2 decades.
It's such a massive fish in an environment that is not ours. So when you're visiting their environment in the ocean and then you get the chance to see how big they are next to you, I think that's what I like the most about seeing them.
This striped and dotted creature is technically neither whale nor your typical shark. And check it out, the whale shark is the largest non-mammalian vertebrate in the world. In fact, the largest ever recorded was over 61 feet in length. But all 5 feet 9 inches of me feels tiny next to this whale shark, which can also, by the way, live to be over 100 years old. Jose describes the changes Mexico has implemented to protect the whale sharks.
But what we think it's important is that we were able to come together with the fisherman's community and make them realize that it's much better to protect the wildlife instead of predating on them, not only in the economical terms, but also in the social terms. So the fact that we have now all this group of ex-fishermen that have been doing this profession for many years, now switching from using their boats to go out and catching fish to now use those boats to bring tourism in to watch those animals that they used to hunt, I think it had made an incredible change, not only in their way to see nature and animals, but also in the way that we can really conserve and keep this place with the nature beauty that it has.
Sergio Aldana is one of those fishermen who now runs his own boat to take tourists to see the whale sharks.
More tourists now, and it's good because they really love to see the whale shark. It's very important for everybody to have the experience to see and swim with those great, beautiful animals. And the most important, the tourists now, they are conscious. 10 years ago, now they respect the rules. We got new rules. Everything's made to protect the whale sharks and also for the people.
In switching, Sergio went from making about $100 a day as a fisherman to more than $800 an afternoon in tourism, which, when you multiply that out, adds millions to the local economy each year. Here's why that's important. Our oceans are suffering from overfishing, but you can't simply ask a population to stop doing what they need to do to survive. But in educating the fishermen on both the importance of whale shark conservation in the area and the economic benefit of this site as a tourist attraction, a solution was met for the former fishermen and for conservationists.
There's a lot of tourism that comes down solely to swim with the largest fish in the ocean. And I think it's an activity that we can see that it's been improving as we go further into it. It was a little bit less regulated back then, and I think now, even though it's a little bit more regulated, there's still much more work to do in order to have them safe, comfortable, and by this I mean the sharks, but also on the side of the tourism, to have them safe and comfortable being able to have this special time with such a great animal.
More than 12,000 visitors come annually to this area to swim with the whale sharks. Numbers like that raise concerns about the sharks' health and safety, and rightfully so. But things are different this year than in years past. Most guests must wear a life jacket unless, like our team, you received a free diving permit beforehand. There is a limit on boat permits to the site, and only 2 guests per boat are allowed in the water at a time. Visitors are not allowed to touch the whale sharks while being asked to keep a distance of several feet. But whale sharks are going to swim where they want to swim. An example is where these 2 converged on me during my observation swim and filming. Truly an incredible and humbling moment.
She was so big. That was incredible. Right off the bat. Really good. Oh my God.
This filter feeder is found in warm tropical waters all around the world. But what makes this location unique is their abundance. In 2011, the largest congregation known to science of more than 400 whale sharks were observed right here on this very location off the coast of the Yucatan. Now, while I didn't see 400 whale sharks in one day, I did see at least 30. And having been to the Maldives where I saw one single whale shark in 7 days, this was quite the contrast.
This has been just such a cool experience. Oh my God. I've never seen so many whale sharks in my life in one place. Oh, I love it. Oh.
The whale sharks can be observed from mid-May to mid-September, and they're not here to mate, but instead to feed.
Fish eggs. They eat plankton, phytoplankton, microscopic animals, but the most important in the diet, right here, is the fish eggs. Different kind of fish, snapper, groupers, bonito fish, all that is what they eat in that one. They are feeding that things.
But all of this ties into the bigger conversation about protecting marine life, respecting our oceans, and helping educate others about the importance of conservation efforts.
And I think it's very important for us to start realizing how important these animals are for our ecosystem. The ocean is something that not everybody knows, not everybody has had the chance to dive and to actually interact with these beautiful animals. And it's hard to have that empathy towards an animal that you've never seen and that you might have only seen in movies where they're trying to eat you. And then you have this dislike for sharks. I think they are probably the most misunderstood animals in the ocean. Everybody's afraid of them, but once you're diving with them, you can only see that they're as friendly as a dog or as any other animal. It will come up to you, look at you, and then keep its way going.
While there are still areas for improvement in this economic conservation tourism triangle, whale shark watching off the coast of the Yucatán Peninsula has proven that education can truly help fuel change.